Hello, good evening, everybody. Good evening to you. I hope you guys can hear me. Please confirm if you can hear me wherever you're joining me from. Good evening and welcome to our live online class. It's so good to see you all here. And I'm so sorry that we've not been able to do this for, I think, like 2 weeks thereabouts. That is for those that have joined us prior to this time. Okay, so I'm so happy to have all of you here. Please just keep your comments coming, because I can see all of that. I see Alabi, I also see Elisha from Sierra Leone, Viv Comtech, yeah, Viv Comtech from Delta States, yeah. So this is a shout out to you guys. Thank you for joining. So Elisha is saying that he's joining us from Sierra Leone. So I'm just using this so that we avail more people time to to join us. Then I also have Matrix joining us from Ado Ekiti. Matrix, you are welcome. Who else do we have here? Alabi, good to have you. Okay, my man, Lex Video, it's so good to have you here too. Welcome. So I see all of you guys. Adeyemi Samson, yeah. All of you are well recognized. Okay. So Alabi is already asking a question. Don't worry, I'll answer your question first. When the time comes, I'll answer it first, okay? All right. So somebody say, Matrix, please, they should start the live program. All right. So Chukwuka is joining us from Lagos. Good to have you, Chukwuka. Welcome. Then I also have Oluwatobi from Oyo State. I have Oluwatobi from Oyo, and I have Daniel from Ghana. So good to have you guys. Then I also have Henry Tech from Port Harcourt. Wow, I think I have everybody all coming from different parts of the world. Good to have you. Yeah, Ogechinoye, good to have you. Welcome. Then Samuel is joining us from Kanu. My brother from the northern part. Good to have each and every one of you here. I'm so glad. So while we are doing that, I'm just looking at the time. No more time to waste time, okay? So we are going to be jumping straight into the main deal of the day. So to start with, please, you can say that we are all set. I just pray the heavens avail us good weather in terms of the network, because those are the things that is going to be determining how well this stream is going to go. So please keep bringing in your question. Then if you have any question, please drop it in the comment section, and also help me share this video. That's the best you can do for me. Okay, every question that you have, drop it. I will see it. I will be able to respond to it, as you can see. So that means my eyes are on you guys. So the first person said that is from, because I can't really see the written word. Okay, Alabi Oladayo, you said, please, what could be responsible for frequent cutting off of live stream, and what's the solution to it? Good. So please, I hope you guys can hear me. Please confirm if you can hear me. Just confirm that you can hear me. And I will also advise, if it is possible for you to have some notes pad, take down some things, because some of these things are things that are relevant to you, right? Everybody that just joined this live is surely somebody that wants to learn one or two. So some of these questions are things that you will definitely encounter. I see this cutting of stream. I'm going to show you practical here. So with this, you will be able to deal with it whenever you have the issue. So now let me tell you the reason why the stream keeps cutting. The reason is because ordinarily when you are streaming and maybe the network goes off, you understand, and maybe Facebook or YouTube does not for some few minutes see any feed, immediately they just cut it off. But there is a way to solve it. And that very way I'm going to show you right here, because I still haven't started seeing much questions. So let me deal with your question immediately. I'll be sharing you my screen so each and every one of you can see it. If you need to write, you write. If you need to ask me a question, you ask me a question. Okay, so without further ado, let me take you through on how to stop it. Now let's first of all go over to Facebook. Okay, so let me share my screen with you. This is my screen right here. I hope people can see my screen. This is what my screen looks like. Okay, so now if I come over to Facebook, let's assume I want to use my Facebook. This is how I'm going to stop that streaming from cutting. So I'm going to log in ordinarily into my Facebook page. That way I'll be able to show you what you need to turn off. Just one thing that you need to turn off. Now this is actually, I think, my church page. Okay, let me change it to mine. So I'll just show you just one thing you need to turn off, and once you do that, I can guarantee you will no longer have that issue. Now if I want to stream and I click on this very button here, and once it loads up, please don't mind because the network is really good at this end. Good. So I'll come down here to go live, set up live video. You can see that is the normal way that you ordinarily want to set up your live. So you come here. So once you come here, you already know that you are going to copy your stream key that is using this very one. Okay, you already know that you are going to copy your key, but see one thing you need to turn off. Please, before you start streaming, before you ever start streaming, turn this thing off. Come to your left hand side. You see this left hand side where you have your connect video, complete post detail, and go live. Scroll down. You come over here where it says settings. You see these settings, click on it. Once you click on the settings, you click on stream, and then you see this very first one. See where all your family people are waiting for you here. This is where your family people are waiting for you. It says allow encoder to end stream. Your live video will end when we receive an end signal from your encoder. If a backup stream is enabled, these settings won't apply. Okay, so what you need to do, turn it off. Just turn off this, then you come back to your stream setup. Why is this light shaking? Okay, so you turn off this stream setup, right? Then you come back to your stream setup rather. So you see what I did on the settings, you click on stream, then you turn this off, this very one, because what this thing means is that it's telling Facebook that when it doesn't receive any signal, that you should end the encoder, which is the stream coming from OBS. What is happening? Please guys, because I'm running generator at the moment, let me check and see what the problem is. Please just give me a few minutes. Let me address the issue. Okay, let me address the issue. Thank you. All right. All right, guys, so sorry for that break in transmission. I hope you all can still hear me. Please confirm that you can still hear me. Let's make sure that we are on the same page. Please do confirm you can still hear me. Okay. Woo, shit, Jesus. What's in which kind of witchcraft be this one now? All right, guys. So sorry for that break. I just had to go and address something on my gen because I'm running a generator. There is no lights, and I'm just doing this, because it's already a scheduled time. So let's just go ahead from where we stopped just now. I was showing us how to stop our stream from breaking based on the question that someone asked. And I hope you guys saw what I did there. Let me still show us. I say when you come to maybe your Facebook, this is my Facebook. And if you are here, well, the normal place where when you come to your stream, right? Before you go live on your Facebook, before you go live, you will come over to this settings, this part. It's going to be like this. Just, you see this part, this left hand side. Just scroll down. Come to this settings, click on it, then you are going to click on stream. Then on this stream, you see, by default it will be like this. Just turn this off. That is all. I can tell you what you simply need to do is once you click on start streaming, if you don't end that stream will continue running. Even if you disconnect your data, but once you didn't come back to Facebook to end that stream, is to continue running. It might not have data, it will just be there. You just see that it's blank screen, but you are not going to see anything. So with this now, you no longer need to bother about stream cutting, because I can understand the frustration where maybe you are streaming and in the course of streaming, maybe the network becomes bad, and some people have joined your church service and all of a sudden the network becomes bad and it takes everybody and you have to now start afresh. And in most cases, that's a turn off for so many people. But if your stream is just running and you lose signal within that period, some people might just still stay there, but once it takes them off, like kicks them out of the stream, that means you are likely going to lose so many people as of that point. Okay, so let's go ahead. All right, I still have more people. Ezekiel is joining us from Lagos. Ezekiel, all right, good to have you. So let's go over to the next question. Please. Yes, Mabin Koru, the live has started. Okay. Does anyone have a question? Yes. Can watch this stream? Yes, you can watch the stream after the. You can watch it after the live. After this live, okay. You can always watch it, because that's why I decided I want to use YouTube, because I don't want a situation where when we are done, people start complaining. Can we have the aftermath of the live stream? Okay. So you can always watch it after this. It will always be here for you. So just come back and rewatch. Then, do we have any more questions? Please, guys, you can bring up your questions. Bring up your questions if you know you have questions, because I know I'm having so many other people from, in fact, people that have never joined this live. So if you know you have any question, anything at all, you can bring it up. Bring it up. Any question you have, please bring it up. Some of those questions, okay, let me go back to those other this thing, because there was a break. I would have gladly appreciated that you bring in your questions. There is a reason why I keep saying this. Bring in your questions. Just bring in your questions. As of this point, this is the time that you have. At least you'll be able to hear from me. You see me, I will walk, I will show you how some of these things are done. Bring in your, I want to deal with the question, because if I start teaching, if I say let me go into what I have, some of you might start asking questions that will make me move. So let me give you the room to ask your question. So let me see if I have a question here. Please, how do we add footers in OBS while streaming? If you say footers, you mean the scroll bar, ancient roots. So this is his question. He's saying, please, how do we add footer in OBS while streaming? You mean lower third? You mean the writing of name, or do you mean that scroll bar that moves from left to right? Let me understand. Please respond immediately. I use DroidCam, but quality lower so bad. Yes, that's because you are using network. So if you have any question, if there is something you want me to do, I want to hear it from you, this should be like an interactive section. So if you have a question, use this opportunity, ask, sir, how do I do this? I will gladly be able to help. So the person that asked me that is roots, the footer in OBS streaming. Let me understand the footer you mean. Please respond. Don't just ask question and leave. Make sure that it's answered before any other thing. I'm asking, do you mean the scroll bar? If you say footer, do you mean the scroll bar? That is the ticker, that thing that moves from left to right, or do you mean writing of names? Which one? So that because I want to address it according to the specific issue. Okay, I think I've started getting other questions. Please, ancient truth, I'm waiting for you. Before I move over to the next person, I must have to understand what you want. I don't want to answer out of the thin air. Do you mean the name that is being written, like where they write some names, maybe your pastor is preaching, or do you mean the ticker that moves down? I want to be able to answer to you before I move over to the next question, because questions are beginning to come in. I just want to make sure that nobody is left behind. Please answer me. Okay, scroll bar. All right, you say scroll bar. Now, for every other person, that is why it's always good to bring up your questions. Now, let me show you how you can bring in your scroll bar. What I used to bring in my scroll bar, very easy, very simple to do, is overlay. Overlay. You can take note of some of these things. Overlay. And how do you get overlay? Let me share my screen. Now, this is my screen. I hope you can see that. For me to use overlay, let me remove this Facebook, because you go overlay. Okay, you click on enter. Now, this is actually a free site, and there are so many beautiful stuffs you can do here. Graphics element, animated, so wonderful, and you can also control all of them using your smartphone. So meaning that some of them you don't even need to use it right there in OBS. You can control it right inside OBS. So click on browse overlay. So by this browse overlay, now what we are going to do is that we are now going to come over to the site. Please, once you come here, don't just go ahead to use anything. Come here and log in, or you sign up. So if you click on sign up, you just sign up with your Google Mail. So I'm going to continue with Google Mail. You can see the different accounts that I have here. So I'm going to select on any one of them, anyone. This is me signing in an account, so that if I finish using a particular material, let's assume I've titled it, maybe I love a certain type of maybe ticker, or a certain type of lower third, or a certain type of title thumbnail, right? Now with this my login in, it will be saved for me, so that whenever I come back, I don't need to start looking for it. It's there as something that I've saved. Okay, so once I do that, now when I come here, you click on this left hand side, it's going to bring you to library. So you see this library now, because I've signed in, right? Because I've signed in, so you come over to library, and then you come to category. So on that category now, what you are supposed to do, look for more, and then you can also look, and then let's say features, types. So what type of, there are so many stuff. So in that case now, I'm going to look for lower third. If I can't find, now these are lower thirds, by the way, these are lower third, you know, all those lower thirds in terms of name, or maybe the what is it called, you want to write name, you want to write the title of the sermon, right? Then let's also go for counter. Is that counter? Is that the name? Okay, let me use baseline. Baseline. So on this baseline, good, you see this is what this one looks like. You see this one, this is what this one looks like. So, and they are very beautiful. In fact, with this now, I can even tell you that this one has the best. That's why I don't even encourage people that are using Vmix to use that one that you build in Vmix, because at the end of the day, it tends to, look somehow. So assuming this is the one I like, right? Let's assume this is the one I like. I will click on it. So when I click on it, it now asks me add to my overlay. So if I click on add to my overlay, that means I'm bringing it into my local library as per something I want to be using on a constant daily. So that way I will add. I've added this one. You see all of the things I've added before. Look at these are like my own library that I've created. All of these things, there are so many of them. Anything you use here, you don't necessarily need to pay to use it. And I'm going to show you how to set it up. Let me come back. Let me also bring a lower third. Let me bring in a lower third. We'll look out for the function, and then I'll come the function or type. Okay, lower third. Let me remove this baseline and just search for lower third. So this lower third now could be maybe name. Okay, so whichever one you just click on it and then add it to your overlay. So let's assume I want to do this one. I'll click on it, and then I'll say add to my overlay. Okay, so with this now, I already have it inside my overlay. Now I'm also going to show you how you can attach your church logos. Now let's assume for this one, let's do this one first before we do this one. So I'll double click on it. It's going to open another tab for me. All of these things that you are doing is to be able to get, once you do it, you don't need to repeat it. That's the very good thing about it. You don't need to repeat it. Now watch what I'm going to do here. Watch what I'm going to do. So it's going to load the preview for you to see what it looks like. So if there's any change, good. You see that this is it. Then the question now should be, how do we go ahead to configure this? How do we configure this? I will come here. Let me take this up. Now, you see this one? I'll just come here and I will delete. Let's say, please help subscribe to the channel for more video. Right? This is the first one. I will delete this one and I will say, thank you for your patronage. Then this one, good to have you here. Now if I want to add more, I will click on this and then I will add welcome back everybody, right? So this is it. I am done. There is nothing more that needs to be done. The question now should be, how do I bring it into my stream? Simple. Look at this thing now. You can either use your phone to scan this QR code and control it from your phone, right? But before you do that, this is what you are going to do. You copy this one, and then I will come back to my OBS. That is the one I will copy, that very first one, and then I'm going to add it here. When I click on that source, I will come to my browser, look for my browser, click on this, then I'm going to come here and I'm going to paste that link. Then I'll write 1920 by 1080. Now have it at the back of your mind, because it's something that you want to always be using. You don't want to keep, always coming back. You understand? All you just need to do, refresh browser when scene becomes active. So meaning that once you ever connect your OBS, like let's assume service for this week has finished and you come back next week's this thing, once this thing is here, all you just need to do, make sure that this thing is turned on, this refresh browser when scene becomes active. That way it will be able to refresh. Okay, and then you click on OK. So Control F for it to fill the screen. It's going to come up here. It's going to come up. So let me take out this very person's comments. So it's going to come up. Just give it some time. Then when I come back here, see what I will do. For me to be able to control it, because I need to be able to control when I want it to show and when I want it to leave. Okay, see this one that says copy control URL. So you click on it. This very one now is the one that you can use your phone to scan. By scanning it, either you have your tab, you can now use your tab to control it. You don't even need to be on the same network. That's the funny part of it. In this case, you don't need to be on the same network. Just the network on your tab, just scan this. You will see this exact thing, and if you want to change anything going ahead, you can change it from your tab. If you want to change it from your phone, you can change it from your phone. So I'll copy this and then I'll come over here. For most of you that you see that, look at it here. You can see that. So this is exactly what it looks like. You can see, right? So this is it. So now if I want to be able to control it right here inside OBS without me having to go back to that overlay, I'll click on docs. Then I'll come over to custom browser doc. I'll click on it. Then I'll come down and I'm going to write what? Tika 2, right? Depending on the name you want to give it, then I'll paste this. So the moment I paste it, I'll click on apply. Something is going to pop up. Look at it. It has popped up. So give it time. You are going to see everything just the way it is on that side. With that way, you don't need to come back here again. You can just close this tab and then you can see that. So you can bring it and you can snap it to any side that you want. Good. So this is it here. I have my control and I have my ITIL multi-stream. So whichever part you want to keep it. If I want to change anything immediately, I'll just change it from here. If I want to change anything at all, I will change it from here. I hope you guys are following. Please confirm that you are following. Let me make sure that people are following. Please confirm that you are following. Please confirm before I go ahead. Do confirm before I go ahead. Confirm. I need your engagement. At least that engagement is what is going to help, make it look more interactive. Please, if you are following, do let me know that you are following. I need your response, please. I need your response. Like, it's very, very important. All right. Ancient Truth, thank you. Is it only Ancient Truth that is following? What about other people? And you see, out of the whole number, I only have 17 people who are currently on this. And we have so many people. Anyway, that's okay. Okay. All right. So now, if I want to do the second one, just for clarity purpose, I will come back here. Now, this very one. Now, if you watch, you see that this one, if I double click on it, it's going to open another. Let me close this one so that I won't have to, I I won't have to keep opening many tabs because it's having serious strain on my PC. So for this one, right now, you will see this is the preview for you to see what is being written, and then these are the details where you can change it. So let's assume this header section that says set Angela Mercy, you can say today's topic, right? The moment you click outside, it updates. You can see that. Don't worry, you are going to see everything play out. Then you see time. If you need it, maybe title, the blessings of the Father. Then just use it a length devotion depending on how you want it to look like. Then you might not be asking yourself, what about this image? That this is not our church image. Now before I do any other thing, let me take you back. Let me open UNO because I went and closed the other parts. Let me show you how to add your own church logo to this place, because your church may have, Redeem, Living Faith, they all have their own different church logos. Okay, so with this method now, you can add your church logo to it so that it's kind of customized for use. So how do you now add your church logo? What you simply need to do is, when you come, what you're simply going to do is come over here and then you click on my images. On this my images, now look at this place where it says upload image. You click on upload image. Then you are going to come down here, or you double tap. Either you come down and say upload, or you double tap. I'll go to my download. So here on my download, I'm going to look out for any logo. See this one that says All Saints Media. I'll click on OK. It's going to upload. Once it's 100% here, I now have my logo, but then I'll show you how to bring it. Once it's here, you must make sure that you bring that logo inside here. If you don't bring the logo inside here, you'll not be able to use it. Okay, so it's already uploaded. So what I just need to do, because of this, so once I come here and I click on this, it recognizes that there are logos. You are going to see it right here. Look at it. So if I click on this, instantly look at it. You see that? Do you see how simple it is? It will just align it for you. Now, what about this color now? This color is yellow, but my church, let's assume your church color is blue, just like you can see my church media color, right? So I can come here and then I will select this depending on how you want it to be, but I don't like this. Maybe you can select. If you don't like this, you just select to suit your taste. Okay, but I think this one is better. This sunrise is better because anybody can read it easily. Once I am done, now for the logo size, if you want to increase it or reduce it, you can play with this. You understand? Then the logo base, if you want to change the color maybe to red, if you do that, look at what it's going to be. But I think I'm going to leave it at that white that it was. So that is to tell you can customize it anyway. And if you want to turn it off, you can turn it off from here. If you want to turn it on, you can turn it on from here. Okay, so what do I do again? For me to bring it inside, I'll click on this copy URL, this output URL, then come back to my OBS. Let me delete this one because you've already seen that. Let me add another one. Click on this, then I'm going to come over to my browser. So I'll click on the browser, click on this, then I'm going to click on Ctrl V, then 1920 by 1080, 1080. Then I'm going to come down and say refresh when browser becomes active, and then I'll click on this Ctrl F. It's going to come up just like that. Always know that this place where it says off and on, those are the places where you turn off. But for this particular one now, it's still coming up. Okay, it's still coming up. You see that it has come up. But then how do we control it? You still come back here, Why I am doing this too is so that at least if the first one didn't enter, the second one will enter. Come to this place, see this thing that looks like a game control here, this one, you copy, then I will come back here, come to my docs, come to my custom browser docs. Please, if you don't understand anything, if I'm too fast for your liking, just do call me back. Then I'm going to name it title, and then I'm going to come here, I'll paste it, and I will say apply. That way I'll be able to control the output and the input, of this lower third, or the title. Okay, so let's assume, because I'm going to take it out immediately. So if I should turn this off, look at, it's going to disappear. You see that? You see it's animated, turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off. If maybe the church enters another session and maybe the topic has changed to the Trinity. The Trinity, let's assume, right? After writing this, if I turn it off now, you see it has changed. Let me transition so that you can see it in full. If I turn it off, it's off. If I turn it on, it's back on. I hope that is well understood. Please, before I go ahead, confirm that you understood everything that I did before I go ahead, because I'm done with this. Before I go over to the next question, please, I want to see your interaction. Can we move ahead? Did we get what I just did? Please confirm. Did we just get what I did? I need your interaction, please, guys. You can also help me like this video. That is the least you can be doing. There is some love, you know, those love. Show some love. It doesn't cost anything. I'm not saying you should pay for you to be able to, you know, buy me stars and all of that. But if you give me, nobody say I go reject. But then those love are important. Please confirm that you are still here with me. Please confirm you are still with me. Confirm you are still with me. All right. Ancient Truths. Thank you. Is it only Ancient Truths that is here? I thought I have so many other people here. So it's only Ancient Truths. How am I sure that the people that ask these other questions are here? Stone of Help and Co. Where are you? Adeyemi, James, Eriolua. Where are they now? Please, guys, can you kindly interact? Like, I just want to know. Let me know if I'm to go ahead. Some people ask questions, so if I'm asking, you should, so that it doesn't look like somebody asked a question. And please, the interaction is needed. Like, I need it. That's the only place you're going to help this channel. If you are growing, let me too grow. Okay? All right. No problem. So let me sort out the second question that we can move ahead with. Okay. So please, how can I see the settings for Facebook? Please, how can I see the settings for Facebook? Digital Dollar. Can I understand the settings that you mean? When you say settings for Facebook, can I understand? Or you mean the best settings to use to stream? Let me understand, please. I need clarity on your question before I can go ahead. Okay. Alabi is saying, thank you, sir. I have gotten the Facebook on, waiting for the YouTube. Though because of network, I am behind on the live stream real time. Okay, no problem. So for that of the YouTube, how to avoid your stream from cutting, this is what you need to do. Please listen attentively. Let me share my screen with you again. Okay, let me share my screen. So what you need to do, come over to your YouTube. So let's go to YouTube and we click OK. YouTube on is very simple. Very, very simple. You don't even need to turn off anything. It's just one tactics, and that is scheduling your screen, your live. You schedule your live. you need to schedule your live. And how do you schedule live? Create. So when you click on create, you click on go live. When you click on that go live, now normally most of us, when we want to create our stream, we just go straight into that very interface where we just copy our URL. Now stop doing that. Stop doing that. That is the reason why your stream is cutting off. You can see normally now, if you watch now, you see that nothing is connected here. Nothing is connected here. Okay, what it says is test stream. It's test stream, and I am not using it. But meanwhile, this is the same account that I'm using to stream. So to avoid your stream from cutting off, come over here to manage. This manage, click on it. Then when you click on it, you can see I have my my stream already running here. You can see that. So what you need to do, you schedule stream, click on schedule stream. Then you can say create new. So by creating new, just go ahead, create everything that you need to create this way. And you might be asking, but what if like I don't want to schedule screen and I want to start immediately? Now it doesn't have anything to do with whether I want to start immediately. Just schedule the screen, schedule the live. Schedule the live. Even if you are starting now, even if you schedule the live and you set it to 12 a.m. Even if you set it to 12 a.m., once you don't go live, it won't go live. So meaning it will need your own action to be able to tell it start or stop. That way you'll be able to control when to start and when to stop. So the idea is for you to do what? Schedule your live. Schedule your stream. Okay? And you don't come here, you don't come to stream, you come to manage. So this manage, click on schedule stream, follow the procedures. That way I can guarantee you're not going to have any stream cuts. Okay? Hope that is understood. Please, who asked me that question? Alabi Oladayo, did you get what I said? Please confirm you got what I said before I can forge ahead. Confirm what I said. Confirm what I said. Yes, I will answer every question. Just keep bringing up your questions. This live is actually going to run till possibly 11:12. So the earlier you start bringing your questions, the better, so that we'll be able to treat them in real time. Okay, that is the essence. I would have said let me start teaching mine, but I noticed that it's always like some people are usually lost. So let me do it a user-friendly way so that it doesn't need to, Tony Patrick, it doesn't need to be posted. It will be here. Just come back to this live. If you come to my page and you go to my live session, you will see it. That is actually one of the reasons why I am live streaming on YouTube. Okay, that is one reason I'm live streaming on YouTube. So once you are done, come to this thing. And I think I even missed something. Oh, I'm streaming on my backup TikTok and I didn't bring in their charts. Whoa. Okay, let me even add their charts. Let me add their charts to this thing I'm doing. Maybe you can even watch how I do that. But Alabi, do you get what I just said? Please confirm that you got what I said, because now you ask questions. So I must make sure that there is a feedback before I go ahead from you. I need a feedback from you. Alabi, is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? Alabi, confirm that we are okay so that we can move. Alabi, confirm. Oh. Please, Alabi, confirm. I just want to make sure that we are all on the same page, okay? I think I'm neglecting my TikTok people and I forgot all this while. Please, Alabi, are you there? I have other questions that are lined up for me here. Like there are so many of them. But Alabi, please, are you there? Can you people just help me? You can't just ask questions and you disappear. It's like, making me... I need if one person asks a question, in the midst of that, let the person sit. Once I'm done answering, I take you in, maybe I take another person in, so that way I will know that, okay, you understand. So since, okay, all right, Alabi, that's okay. Let me go over to the next question. I am scouting for the next one. I just want to make sure I'm not missing out anyone. Okay. Okay. So Ancient Roots is also asking how to add church logo. If you want to add church logo as an image, make sure that it's PNG. But then there is a site also that I will also show you. Please, if you need to write all these things down for your own benefit, write them down. And mind you that any sites or any place I'm recommending you to are places where you don't need to pay anything. There are places where you don't need to pay anything. The only thing you just need to do is watch this video. Maybe you can even still come back later and watch it. Okay. Anything I'm recommending to you are not places where at the end of the day they'll be asking you to put in your card. So if you want to be able to create something, maybe all those spinning logo, you go here. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Come back to your browser. I'll come here and I'll go to ProFounder. Click on ProFounder. This is one site that you can use to do anything, like create all those spinning logo and all of that. When you come to this site, you can do so many things. Okay, so you come on login, and you are going to log in. Okay, or you sign up. So let me come here. Let me just go straight to the site. I don't need to log in. By the way, whether you log in or you don't log in, you just... So when I come here, look at... If I click on this very one, this is what it's going to look like. If I like it, you just preview whatsoever you see here. If you like it, this is what your logo is going to look like. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can easily make it. So you see that you don't want like a static redeem image that is standing. You need something that is movable, right? So now, how do we now use it? You click on create 1080p free. This particular one is free. Okay, there are lots of very beautiful free this in here. Select image to upload. That way you'll be able to select your image. I'll come down and I'm going to look. Let me select this one and then I'll click on open. Okay, so when I click on open, I'm going to click on this. Okay, just to size it up. But please always make sure that your background is transparent. So let me check for one that is transparent. Let me not go and use that one that has. Okay, so let me use this. I'm using it to replace. Good. You see this transparent now, but I am done. There is nothing you need to do. Just come here. If you want to change the color of that this thing, maybe into red, because I noticed that I have some red this thing here. I'll just add this, and then if you want to preview, you can preview. There is no time to preview, so you don't need to do any work here. Everything I'm showing you, there is no need for you to be an expert in motion graphics or After Effects. Click on this and then it's already processing. Give it time. It's going to tell you that it's going to start processing. So just watch out for this very place. While that is going on, I'll show you what it's going to look like after this. Some of these things you can just have them and work with them. So it's preparing your media. It's just going to do the rendering, bring out the video. Then I will come back to it while I'm attending to another question, because most times it takes like up to 4 minutes to process. So you just give it time to, do its job. Good. You see, close to 5 minutes. So while we are doing that, let's leave it and let me attend to another question. We'll come back to this once it's done. Okay. So another person says, Anselm Shambi. He says, I use DroidCam, but quality lowers so badly. Now, the reason why that is because you are using a network, a webcam, right? So network is not that reliable, most especially here in Africa. So if you are trying to do all of these things, it's like you trying to, you understand? So you have to either look for better alternative. That is why I kind of preach, if you can afford to get the Blackmagic app and make it cabled, most especially your master camera, so that at least you'll be able to take away that issue of lagging feed, because you already have the one going online being a problem. At least let it be that, okay, if the stream is not good, it's general, right? Not that your camera that is being fed is lagging, and after that it will still lag the stream. You see that everything is going to be whack. So the best option for you I can recommend is Hikvision Play Pro. Okay, Hikvision Play Pro, you can try it out. I have a video on that right here on my YouTube. You can find it out, see how to connect it. That is that. Then somebody now says, Henry Tech, he say, okay, please, how do I connect my Easy Worship to my OBS Live? All right, so you can connect it in two ways. You can either connect it using NDI, or you can connect it by secondary display. When I say secondary display, I mean when your HDMI is being plugged, that is a secondary display. Then there is a place where you are going to turn from primary to secondary, so that whenever you go live, it brings it into your OBS, and you are going to capture it inside OBS as a display capture. Okay, so let me show you, because we are doing practical, so there is no need for it to rush. Let me show you. But I just wish most of these things don't lag my system, because they usually have a serious toll on systems. Now what do? Let me launch my Easy Worship. But this Easy Worship is very strong. Easy Worship can make any system to go crazy. It can drive any system mad. You will see now that once I start opening it now, it's going to start lagging. You see that? You see that? That is Easy Worship. Very strong. Like, very strong. So that is why it's always advised that if you are to do all of these things, that you must have to have a system that can handle all of this. One system is doing Easy Worship, one system is streaming, one system is opening browser, all of these things. So normally they will have a strain on it. Okay, so now let me share you my screen, so that you'll be able to see what we are doing right here. I hope you guys can see my screen. Please confirm that you can see my screen. Let me just make sure. Confirm you can see my screen. Please confirm you can see my screen. Every question will be attended to. Please just drop it. Confirm you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Confirm that you can see my screen. I'm seeing your questions. I'm attending to everything step by step. That was why I was asking initially when the class started, so that people can bring up their question. I want to do it on a first come, first serve basis. Okay, all right. Please help me keep liking this video. Keep liking the video. So now, this is how you bring in your Easy Worship. But before then, I want to be able to connect my screen. Let me connect. Where's my HDMI? Oh, my long HDMI is not available. Jesus. Okay, So but that being said, now watch, I'll come to my edit. This is how I can send it to my OBS. Come to edit, come to options. Okay, when you come to options, you are now going to come over to your main output. That is here on the general. You see main output general output monitor. Normally if your HDMI, if your system is already sending out the feed via HDMI, you are going to see secondary monitor. So in your own case, I would have plugged my television now, but because my long HDMI is not available, I gave it to someone, so I won't be able to do that, and that way I will not be able to get the secondary monitor. I can't output. So the best option I can use is NDI. But if it is secondary monitor, if I click on secondary monitor and maybe I come back to my OBS here, then for me to be able to bring it in, I'll click on plus. On this plus, what I'm now going to do is I will come to display capture. Display capture. If you want to output through secondary monitor, display capture, you click on add a display, then you are going to select this very one. By then you are going to see the name of your own television. It's going to appear close to this primary monitor. You will see it. Maybe if it is AAA, it will just write it. It might not necessarily call the name of your television, but you are going to see that this thing is not going to just be primary monitor. You are going to see another thing. So you click on that very one and then you click on OK. That way you'll be able to bring in this thing. But then it's going to show. Normally it's going to show as a display, like it's going to show all your interface. So when you just come here and you click on maybe go live, that is what that means, that when you go live here on your Easy Worship, it shows the interface of what is showing on your Easy Worship on that OBS. I hope that is understood. But then if I want to use NDI, I'll come over to this edit and I'll come over to options. So through these options, I'm going to use NDI. And mind you, NDI must be installed. It must be installed on the system. If you don't have NDI installed, you will not be able to use it. So if it is two systems you want to connect, you make sure that the both systems are on the same network, same local network, okay? Then you click on this and you select NDI stream and you say okay. So with this NDI, I don't even need to click on go live. Anything that is here by default is going to appear. So how do I bring it in? I will still come here on this plus, that is on the source icon. Then make sure that for OBS to be able to see your NDI feed, aside from you downloading the NDI, you need to download the distro AV. That distro AV is the OBS NDI. Distro AV is the OBS NDI. Distro AV is the OBS. The both of them must be running on that system. That is if you want to use OBS. But if it is only vMix, you don't need the distro AV. But if you know that you want to use OBS and you want to be able to capture NDI feed, please, while you downloaded the NDI and you have installed it, download distro AV. That is the format. That is OBS NDI. As it was formerly called. Now it is called distro AV. Okay. Once you download and install, the OBS was open prior to the time that you downloaded and installed. Close the OBS and relaunch it, and you will come here and you are going to see NDI source. So when you click on this NDI source, come add new NDI source. So through this method, once I come here and then I click on this NDI is an issue. This is my button right here. I don't know. It always takes time before it pops up. So you click on your NDI and then you click OK. That is how you bring in your NDI feed. That is how you have your Easy Worship up and running. Please confirm. Henry Tech, please confirm that you understand. Please confirm you understand. Please, I don't understand. Ooh. Okay. For your sake, let me open this. Let me open the camera. Why? Hold on. I hope my camera hasn't gone off. Oh. Okay. Let me see. Hold on for me. So let me delete this. Hang on, my camera went off initially. Let me fix that. So sorry guys, I want to reconnect my camera back, okay? I hope this network continues behaving. Please hold on, I'm here with you. I'm also seeing all the questions. I'm also seeing questions. Let's just keep on time, please. I'm trying to read back my camera. This is so it's kind of beginning to misbehave. So don't know me. Please. Hello guys, are you still there with me? Yes bro, it's still on. So sorry, the OBS crashed. That's because of this easy worship that I opened. That are running right here on my PC. Yeah, please guys to restart it after. So that's just the reason. And I'll have to start picking the questions from this very place. What was I even about? What was I talking about? Please, can someone remind me what I was saying? Okay, I was trying to set up the that is for the very tech that said that they don't understand. So okay. So for the sake of this, I'm going to bring the television right here. I'm going to bring it right here. The reason why this is now lagging is because the easy worship on its own is already giving issue. So let me bring my television close, okay? So I can use the HDMI. All right. So let me plug in my HDMI cable. Okay. So my HDMI cable is up. So this is it. And then this one goes into my system. The reason I lost out because I'm trying to use my what is it called? Easy worship. That easy worship is really very very strong. I don't know why that's very application is this powerful. It doesn't even spare. Passing power back to back. So just give me a second. Let me fix this. good. So you might be asking that the stream is laggy. What is lagging now is my system. Okay, so I don't know whether you guys can see it. You see that? So let me share my screen. Maybe anything you can see from this end, right? I hope you can see my screen. I would have mounted it at the back here, but the reason why I'm risking this television is because someone asked and I needed to just make sure that you understand everything that I said. So what do? Watch. Yes. Koya Biko. Who is there? Huh? Koya. Who is that? Come now. Hello guys, so sorry for that interruption. So now this is my screen, right? And because it's already plugged, now this is how Easy Worship tab here. Come over to your edits. Come over to option. You are going to see that our secondary monitor will show now. So you see main output on the general. You click on this and then you are going to see that initially it was just monitor 1, custom position and NDI. Okay, so you click on monitor 2 and you click on OK. You see that? So what that means, you click on this. You see it's even lagging. Just hold on. Once I click on go live here, you see that. I hope you can see my screen. See my screen, right? But we haven't brought it into our OBS. But you can see that we are live like this. So if there is any other thing that I am doing, maybe on my what is it called, on my Easy Worship, it's already showing. Now for the person that asked me to show him that he doesn't understand, what you simply need to now do is you will come to your OBS, right? You create maybe your scene and you call it Easy Worship and you say okay. Okay, let me bring it down and let me even stop it from this live. It's going to be blank, right? So my OBS might be like this. You understand? Showing just exactly like, let's assume now this is my OBS that is showing to my church, and now I want to be able to bring in the Easy Worship. Now because I have my Easy Worship here, I'll click on plus and I will now click on display capture. Remember, display capture. And then I'll click on add a display capture. Now you see here, now I'll click on this capture method. Let it be on automatic. On this display, I'll click on this. You see now, initially it was just this primary monitor, but you see here it say AAA. That is what is given. That is the name it has assigned to this my television. So I'll click. So meaning that it's now saying, but then you'll be asking yourself, but it's still showing the same thing that is, yes. The reason is because it now wants to like mirror a certain, it wants to be able to mirror a certain display, right? So see what is now going to happen. Watch you. We are still on that very what is it called? See what is happening now. Let me transition. Remember, you see it, this display too. Let me transition it. So what each and every one of you here is watching currently is the display 2. So if I come here and I turn this on just while still here, if I turn it on, this is my OBS that is showing. This is so meaning that what it has done now is that Easy Worship has sent. I'm now everything that my secondary monitor is showing is what Easy Worship is what OBS is capturing. Everything that my monitor 2, which is the Easy Worship, is showing, right? That is what my display capture is capturing. So if I go, it goes. If I go, it goes, just like that. You see that? So this is how it is. And if I come back, you can see I am back to my OBS. But then you can still see that the Easy Worship is still there, right? Until I transition. If I transition, you can still see it's still not showing the display, which is maybe the camera that is in OBS. So what do? I must have to come back here on my Easy Worship and then I'll turn this off. So I've stopped live anytime I need it. So with this, anytime I need it on, anytime I need it off, on and off, and that is how you go. Please, before I return this television, man, no go break them. I no get money to change them. I beg, before I return them, hope you understand. Did you understand? Please, the person that asked me this question, who was that, Seth? I think that was, is it Matrix? Who asked that question initially? Or Henry Tech? Henry Tech, is that clear? Please, every other person, is it clear? I noticed that a lot of people will join this live and maybe 2 or 3 minutes in, they will disappear. Is it boring or is it not worth sitting down to listen to? Alright. So I'll be calling it a wrap for this your session now, so that I can go over and attend to other questions, okay? So let me unplug so that I can save my system the stress. Alright? Then I'll close my Easy Worship. So you hang on for me while I set this thing back. All right. Let me put it back. Sorry. Okay. So we are back to base. All right, guys. So the next question, let me go back because I lost when I closed my OBS. Even most of you, based on that thing that I taught you on how to make sure that your stream doesn't break, I have shut down the OBS like twice after it crashed. I've shut it down twice now, but all of you are still here. Unlike if you are doing the usual method where everything would have gone. Even people on TikTok are still with me. But I don't know why I forgot to bring them into this chat. So, what's the next question? Let me go through the question here. I'm supposed to use this thing, but I lost some of those old questions that popped up. I'm seeing someone asking between OBS and vMix, which is better? Okay. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, after, can you close the tab? And Stone of Help is asking, please, after. Oh, these things are escaping. I'm trying to make sure I don't leave anyone behind. What else do we need, sir? But right, I think we can afford anything. But I believe my God, okay. The thing you need is that now, for those of you that are asking, let me use this opportunity to make, because I know that majority of you that joined with the intention that you want to be able to, you want to be able to know how to connect your church. These are tools that you need. Capture card. This is a capture card. One. Then, if you know that your church has an iPhone, right? You get this Lightning to HDMI converter. 2. Then, if you people have from iPhone 15 upwards, you get this. See the one I'm showing you here. I've seen some will show me, and I don't understand, because in most cases, some of those things might not, actually work. If you know you have iPhone 15, iPhone 16, iPhone 17, please just get this, okay? Then, with this and this, you are good to go. Then you can get your HDMI cable. And I already said it, if you know that the length of where your media stand is to where maybe your master or your television will be is above 20 meters, do not buy normal HDMI, buy fiber optics. Emphasis on fiber optics HDMI cable. I hope that is clear. Then for your sound, you can get something like this. This is a G3 sound card. That's USB, where it has like 3 ports. One is mic in, so meaning you can plug in your T3, is it TRS or what do they call it, in here, then send the other one into your video mixer and you have your sound. Carry this one, plug it into your system, and you capture a very clean and clear sound. I hope that is understood. So all of these things are things that you need, and I think by tomorrow, maybe if time permits, tomorrow, that might be the first thing. So please, for those of you that joined for the very first time, did I say tomorrow? Today is what? Today is Tuesday. So that should be on Friday, rather. On Friday, because we hold our classes Tuesdays, Fridays, and then Saturday in the morning. But that Saturday, I won't be able to, make it. But we are going to see on Friday. Or maybe if we are to do on Thursday, I will let us know in the group. I hope that is clear. So let me look for another question. I hope what I just said now made sense to you. Please, if it didn't make sense to you, you can always bring it to my notice. Thank you for the like. Whoever is liking, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. At least that is another way to show that we are doing something here. Thank you. Can we use our phone for this? You can only use your phone for what is it called? You can only use your phone as external camera. Okay? You can use your phone as external camera. Let me even read from here. I don't know why that of the Facebook is beginning to misbehave. And some of my old chats, I am beginning to lose them. I don't know why. What in the world is, if I scroll make I read comments, it will take me back. What kind of temptation be this? Okay, I've done how to connect Easy Worship to OBS. Facebook live stream. You want to learn how to live stream on Facebook? How best to use smartphone as camera without lag and unstable quality? Anselim Shambira, please, you join us in our next class. I will definitely treat that. I will definitely. Trust me. The next time we meet, I'm going to treat this one. In fact, we'll treat it in our next class. Just be sure, if you are not part of our WhatsApp community, please let me drop my number for those who just stumbled on this very live, if you are chatting outside Nigeria, this is ours. I just dropped my number, okay? So you can send me a DM and I will add it to the WhatsApp group. Is that clear? Send me a DM and I will add you, okay? Why is this thing misbehaving? If I scroll up, finish, it will come down. How best to use smartphone? Yes, I already did that with the YouTube live stream cuts. Somebody says I updated my OBS and my audio vanished. What could be the reason? It didn't vanish. I don't know whether the person that asked this question is still here. Yes, Stone of Help, you can close it. Every other connection you are doing, every other control that you are doing, you can do it inside OBS without docking. In fact, even on your phone, everything can do. You can close. Do you even know the funny part of it? You don't even need to open it on your system. Like if I want to create a Overlay stuff, I don't even need to open it on that system. I can create it on my phone. I can open Overlay on my phone, create everything, share that link to my system, then open it on my system, and it will still work. I'll still use my phone to control it on the system. So you can close it. Yes, that tab doesn't need to be open. Okay. Somebody said the camera is lagging. It's not actually lagging. It's as a result of either network or my system. The Easy Worship I opened is kind of. What else do we need, sir? But right now, I don't think we can afford to buy camera. But I believe we are okay. The things you need is just your smartphone, laptop, and when you are talking about laptop, please, emphasis sake, there is a specification that you at least need that will avail you the opportunity for you to be able to, do this thing seamlessly. One is the spec, and on that spec, you are looking at something, a spec. Take notes if you want to take notes. If you are looking at the system that you can buy, minimal, like if you have it now, you know that, okay, at least I have something that I can work with on. Don't go below. Number one, make sure that the system is at least 16 gigabyte of RAM. 16 gigabyte of RAM. 4 gigabyte dedicated video graphics. 4 gigabyte dedicated video graphics. Another thing you must make sure is that you have like a processor of up to 3.0 gigahertz or at least 2.8 upwards. Then you must make sure that it's anything from 512 SSD, not HDD, not hard drive, solid state drive, not HDD, not hard disk drive, SSD, solid state drive. There is a reason why all these things are very relevant when you're talking about using it for streaming. Okay. Then another thing, you must make sure you need anything from Core i7 upwards and 8th generation upwards. That way you will be able to make something out of your live stream. If not, if you go and bring all those 8 gig RAM and those one without dedicated graphics, you go suffer. You go suffer. So I hope that settles it. Then what more question? Do a recap on the Overlay. Man, Visonic, where you did all this while? Please, I will gladly appreciate if you can later come back to this video and watch, please. Or maybe I can talk about it maybe like later. But I already have a tutorial crafted for it. So you can check my my YouTube. I have a video on that. Okay. I have a video on that. Any more questions? No more questions. I'm waiting to have your questions. I'm waiting to have your questions. Please bring up your questions. Bring up your questions. Okay, maybe let me just start from here. Those other ones that are. He said I should do a recap. Visonic, if I do recap, we're not going to leave here. Overlay. Okay, let me just rush it up. Let me rush it up. Let me show you again. Now for the Uno overlay, I don't know the person that I wanted to show this stuff. Good. See, since that time, I will not even forget self say with the process something. Good. So see something. That stuff we are processing, that is the person that said you wanted to add the church logo. You see, I have two things here now. One is giving me a transparent background. So that stuff we created, I'm going to download this one. It will start downloading. I can either download a transparent background, which is 11.16 MB, or I can download MPEG MP4 green background, right, at 20 MB. So once it's done downloading, let me play the video so that you'll be able to see what we've been able to do. In fact, let me even bring it straight into OBS. Let me bring it into OBS and play it for you. Let me bring it into OBS, and I'll come to media, select. So this is how you add logos to. That is why it's always good whenever you ask some certain questions, you should stay until it is answered, not coming to ask. So I'll click on open, click on loop, and then I'll click on OK. Click on Ctrl F to fill the screen. Now if I transition, this is what it's going to look like, right? This is what it's going to look like. If you love it this way, there is nothing else to be done, right? Now how do I now add it to my stream? Let me cut. This is how I'll now add it to my stream here. Now on this Windows, I'll come here, I'll click on source. I will not add it as a video, as a media again. I'll come here as a scene. Then on that scene, what do I want to bring in? This one that says scene 2. Okay, you can see that. So I can now crop it, then take it according to how I want it to be, wherever I want it to be positioned. So let me see. You see that this is it right here. Look at it. Is it here or here? Yeah. You see that? So it will keep looping. This is way better. Like, this is way professional than normal static logo. So back to Visonic that is begging that we do a recap. So you just come to Uno overlay. I'll just be quick. I'll only do one. Look at it. This one that says Uno. This is that U that has this is it golden or yellowish stuff. I already said it that whenever you come to the site, please log in. Just log in using your Google Mail. You understand? So once, because I'm already logged in, it's saying browse overlay. So it brings us here. Then when I come here, I'll come to category, not category. I'll check for features, then type, what type. Then let's assume we want lower third. Then because we are signed in, any lower third that we like here, anyone we like here, all we just need to do is look at it, and then you double click on it and you say add to my overlay. By adding it to your overlay, what this means is that you have already added it to your library. That way, whenever you come back, once you are signed, once you log in, you will see everything waiting for you. These are other things that I have saved, you understand, that I want to use. So now how do we use it? You double click on this. So once you double click it, it opens a new tab for you. That place you can now customize it for your own use. So this is the display with a preview that is loading. So I'll come over to this lower third. By the way, this is the toggle for you to turn it off and on. So all of these details, like this one where you see live overlay.uno customizable live overlay. So here you see header. On the header you have live. Okay, I can say topic, and then I'll put my colon. Then on the title, the reign of God as the title. Then maybe if I have a subtitle, if you don't have a subtitle, you can just delete this. But if you have a subtitle, the mighty power of resurrection. Okay, so once you click on out, it's going to update. You see that now. If you also want to maybe change this color and you don't like it, you come over to customize. That is by the side. Look at traffic cone, that is this color. If you click on blue, it's going to change. So you check emerald, check the one that suits your taste. So once you are okay, soft, once you are okay, so let's assume we want to go with this French violet. Okay, we are good with this. Always remember, if you want to turn it off, you can turn it off here. If you want to turn it on, you turn it on here. But mind you, you can always control it inside of OBS. You can also use your tablet to control it. You can also use your phone to control it. And in this case, you don't even need to be on the same local network in this case. And again, you don't even need to use your system to create it, starting from, like, you can just create it with your phone, send the link to your OBS, and it's working, and then you use your phone to do that. So now to bring it into our OBS, you click on this copy. This first one now is the output URL. Then when you come over to OBS, and I'll click on this, depending on how you want to bring it in, you can create it as a separate scene. But for me, I like to leave most of this title on the master camera, because I want that master camera that shows pastor. That is where your title is supposed to be. I don't want it to be when it's showing the congregation. Only when the pastor is on my screen. That is the master camera, right? So you come over to browser, and then you come over to add a browser source. Then you come here on the URL and you paste it. I'm going to put 1920 by 1080. Then I said, because you don't want to always have it, if you want it to refresh whenever you open your OBS, you just refresh browser when scene becomes active, and then you click on OK. So Control F is going to come up. Give it time. That is because of network. It's going to come up. So allow it to see. It's loading right here. So once it's done loading, it's going to pop up under here, and you transition. But while we are doing that, good. You see that it's coming up. Good. You see that. But then, how do we control it? Do we have to always go back there? I said no. We can control it right here inside of OBS. So we'll come back here. You see this place where it says copy control URL that looks like a gaming icon, right? You either scan this on your phone, or you just copy. Just click on it, and then you come back to your OBS. So when we come back, we come over to docs, and then you come over to custom browser docs. Then through this custom browser docs, I'm going to go down, and then I will say 1 2 3 because I already have it. So I'll Control V, and then I'll apply. Then I'll close this one. Then you can bring it to any part that you want. Okay, so if I want to control it now, all I simply need to do, turn it off from here, turn it on here. Mind you, see, I'm going to close the overlay. I'm going to close it. So that is to show you that with or without it, it will still work. You see that I have closed it. It's working. On, off, on, and off. Visonic, I hope that answers it. Please, I want to move over to the next people. Or the next question rather. Somebody is asking, he says, what else do we need, sir? But right now, I don't think we can afford to buy camera. Okay. Okay, I already dealt with this. Okay. Yeah, thank you for the kind word. Please, guys, this is my number for those that want to actually join the WhatsApp community. Okay, I've answered Stone of Help that is asking if you close the tab of the Unovalley after connecting it and you close it, will it display again? Yes, I said so. It will display again. Once you are able to bring in your custom dock into your OBS, you can always control it here. No need for, because as you can even see now, I've already closed down our I've already closed it down right here. Okay. Stone of Help, please, I sent something to you this afternoon about things we need for streaming. Okay, maybe I'll respond to that. Okay, I'll respond to that. Then, Elisha, happiness. Okay. Sir, if I have two laptops, how to connect the second laptop to be using eWorship in my main laptop that has OBS? Okay. So, if you want to be able to do that, simply put, what you need to do is make sure that the both systems are having NDI. That is number one. Download NDI on both systems. Then you have to download distro AV NDI. Then when you now come to your eWorship, you saw that place where I went to edit options and then I turn it to NDI, right? Click on it, turn the NDI. Then over here on your OBS, you will come here on these tools and then you are going to come over to distro AV settings. Although that is basically that. No, don't come here. That is not for, this is for sending between OBS to OBS. So what you simply need to do to capture your NDI, right? To capture your NDI, all you simply need to do, click on this plus, and then because you downloaded the distro AV, make sure that you have the normal NDI and you have the distro AV. That way your system is on the same local network and you have that. You come to NDI source, click on add NDI source. Then when you now come here and you click, you are going to see the other feed coming from your second system that houses the eWorship. That way you have it embedded here for you. I hope that is well understood. Okay, so that is how you do that. Please confirm if you understood what I said. So you just turn on the NDI capability of like that eWorship, go to options at the top. I don't want to keep opening it because if I open it at the end of the day, it's going to lag this system. It's part of what is lagging my system. You know, despite the fact that this is almost like 3.0 with 4 gig dedicated, but it's still going through a lot. That's why I advise people. I said, please at least get something that you know that you can at least manage. If I was doing lesser work, maybe this won't be happening. But because I am doing more work, that is why it is like this. Okay. So somebody says how to add Bible Song Pro to my OBS. Okay. I'm afraid opening some of these softwares, but well, if it lag, let's all understand that it's lagging. Okay, I'm coming. Bible song. Okay, I don't even have it. I was thinking it's the Make Church Easy. Abby? Do I have Bible song? I don't have the Bible Song Pro here. I would have shown you. I'm sorry, bro. Currently, I do not have it. But I once have it, but I think I deleted it. Okay? If it's any other thing. Then Elisha Happiness Cam 16 gig RAM. 4 gigabytes this thing, okay? 512 SSD, yeah. Okay, 2.8 and Core i7. That is okay. Yes. This will serve. This will serve. This will serve. I guarantee you. How do I connect HiVision Play Pro in OBS? Now, for your phone, because if I say let me touch this phone now, if I say let me touch this phone, please, you can check out Mabinkoru. You can check out my video, but let me show you most of the errors that people have been making when it has to do with the OBS parts. Please, you can check that other part where you go to manage services, add, you put your name, and then you put the icon, then you add services, I think add channel and add services. Then when you get to that point, you now go to description, the title, you give a name, then instead of play, you go to stream. That is on your phone now, right? You go to stream. Then when you go to that stream, you're going to see the encoder, the IP address. Make sure that the system and the phone are on the same local network. By moving from the play to stream, you are going to see an automatic IP address that has been assigned to you, and usually it starts with 192. If it's not 192, that means for some people, if it's not 192, it doesn't work. Yes, but there are some people that it might be 172. I've seen someone, but those ones that start with 10 points, that means you are using maybe your phone internet. In some cases, that IP address may not work well. But once you see 192 points, now the next thing you now need to do is for you to come back to your OBS. Now to add it here, you click on the plus. Am I sharing my screen? Okay. You click on plus, then on the plus, you click on media, then add a new media. Then through this method, you are going to turn off this local file, turn it off so that it will be like this. Then I'm going to also turn off this. Then see what you are going to do. SRT, all in small letters, control /, right? 192.168.10.13, right? That is the IP address that is under your HiVision Play Pro. Then colon. You see that place where it says port number, port number. That your port number. If it is 5,000, you put 5,000. Then I will come down here and I will say, I'll show nothing when playback ends. I'll just leave it like this and then I will say okay. Once you do this, you save it like under your HiVision Play Pro. You are going to see the down where it says save. You save it, then you click on at the top left, back. You click back, that back button, that thing that looks like this, back till it now brings you back to an interface where you are going to see the name that you initially gave it. Tap on it, then you will see camera will open. That camera that opened for you, now you are going to see a blue tag at the bottom that says preview, right? So once you click on that blue, it turns red and it writes streaming. That way it's going to come here, okay, and then you transition. That is how you have it. It's very simple to do. Very, very simple. For those people that say that it's lagging, check your system. Your system is what is lagging. It is not the HiVision, except maybe your phone. Except maybe your phone is the issue, but not the HiVision as an application. I've tested it over and over and over again. If I connect my HiVision Play Pro here now, it's going to work 100%. The only downside, like I keep saying, is because it uses the SRT technology where it has to process lots of information. Now, to compensate for that, it now uses that to, delay. That is where it now comes in with that latency and all of that. Okay, so Mabinkoru, I hope I'm able to answer your question. Okay, I have sent question, please. Okay. Stone of Help, you say, please, I have 4K USB 3.0 video capture card, HDMI 2.0 3-in-1 switcher and audio. Does it mean that I can connect 3 cameras at go? 3-in-1 switcher. Is it switcher or splitter? Because if you are saying a switcher, switcher is a video mixer. If it's a video mixer, you understand, then you can connect the number of inputs into it. And to be able to send it to OBS, check at the back. That is, if it's a video mixer, you are going to see a Type-C port. Plug your Type-C, plug that your Type-C mount into the back. Then that's USB-A, which is that port on your system. Plug it into your system. Then when you come, you click on the add, and then come to your video capture card. Then come to add a new video capture device. Through that method, you click on device, and then you are going to scroll down to look for that Type-C. That way you have the feed. There is no two ways about that. I hope that helps. Okay, I hope that helps. My system is hanging again. I don't know what I did this night. Okay, let's see. The system is still hanging, man. Please guys, do bear with me. My system is about to crash. It has crashed like 3 times now. Oh shit. Okay. Guys, are you still there? Are we still here? Please. Okay, it's a switcher. That means it's a video mixer. Just plug the Type-C and you have it. Okay? Plug your Type-C and you have it there. Plug in your Type-C and you have it. I'm trying to look out for other questions. Or are we okay for tonight? Visonic, he said I should explain better. Where you did now? The logo that you put, explain better. Did you upload it from your PC and it became 3D? Or it's no, it's an image. It's a site. Just look for Profounder. It's very simple to use. Or you can come back to this video. Come back to the video. There is a site called Profounder. All you just need to do is upload your image that you want to turn into 3D, and it will do it for you. Very simple. There are so many things there, so check it out. Okay, check it out. So Stone of Help, it says a switcher. Yeah, look behind. You are going to find a Type-C cord. Plug it to your mixer, and plug it to your laptop, and you should be good. Plug it to your laptop and you should be good. Any more questions? Visonic, you are kind of taking us back. You are taking us back. For the last time, let me just show you. The how to do it. But I'm not going to redo it. I'm just going to just show you. You come here and you search Profounder. Then this one now, this very first one, this profounder.com. Okay? Then you are going to look. There are other things that you can do. Maybe even your church logo, if you want to use this, if you don't want to use like that overlay. Even some of these things. If you want your church, all of these ones. But I will also advise you, some are paid, some are not. So to filter, right? What you need to do is, there is a place where you come. This place you see now, free and pro. But if I need one that are just free, I'll just click on only free. Everything they are going to show me here are free. Everything that is going to pop up here is free. All of these ones, they are free. All of this 100% free. You see? So you just preview to see what it has. So for some of you that want to do like some of this transition, you understand? Maybe your logo will just be here, and then you see. So anything you see right here is free. You get that? So if you like it, so let's assume this is the one that we want to use. You just click on it, it opens this interface. Now what do? You click on this create 1080p free, then you come over here, you select your image that you want to create. In that case, make sure that it's PNG. You click on this and then you click on open. You understand? If it is not sized, you size it this way. Then you can also check preview to see what it's going to look like. It's going to show you the preview, but like I said, I'm not going to be doing it again because I already did it before. Okay, it's just going to give you like a short overview of what it's going to look like. Yeah, this is it. So if I want to change this color now, I can come here and then I can change it from this to maybe blue, and this is it. And then I will check the preview, so it's going to like update it right here. That is how you use the ProFounder. Once you are okay with maybe this, you can see that you can now click on next step. So on this next step right here, it's going to bring this point where it's now going to take its time to export. Sometimes it can take like 2, 3 to 4 minutes or 5 to export. It has already started exporting. That's because I entered the next step. Okay, so you say wait queue, give it some few minutes and it should start. I hope that is well understood, Visonic, because I don't want to go back again. I send email to you. Okay, no problem. I'll check that. I'll check that out. Okay, I'll check it out. So sorry. I'll check it out. Then there are people who were asking me how I'm able to have. I didn't even show that. Tools, source doc. Maybe I see people don't go sleep. They don't tire. Display. Active switch scene add. Please do it for us that came late. Ademola, the video is already here. Once this live ends, you can go back and watch it, okay? I'm even about wrapping up. Maybe we can continue next time. Okay? The video is already here on YouTube. You can always watch it. I'm not deleting it. I'm not deleting it at all. Okay? So let me go with cam 1 and then I'll add. So this is another thing you people can learn, how instead of you moving from this to this, you can just have your videos like this. People have asked about this and I wanted to see how it's just that I was waiting to have people ask, but maybe some of these things we can do them tomorrow if time permits. So this is it. Ademola, please do bear with me, okay? We are already rounding off. This is after 11 and I've lost most of the people who are watching. Okay, so if there is no more questions, yeah, please. So maybe join us on Friday. 9 p.m. Nigerian time. We'll do it again. Please, any more questions? If there is any fresh question, because the reason why I'm actually, if it is like 1 or 2, I would have maybe shown you. But then we've covered like so many things. Okay, so the best way is for you to go back and rewatch the video. Is that clear? Please. Pardon me. And even as it is now, I'm running generator, so I want to see if I can save some part of this fuel to use. I'm the one financing everything. Data. Just imagine data that I have to run like this, like on a regular. You understand? Thank God that the network today was a bit favorable. I just thank God. So, in the absence of any other question, do we call it a day? Stone of help. How many people do I even still have here? Man, these guys. This is actually one of the discouraging things that has made me, because the best way you encourage me is that when we call for classes like this, you show up, and in the midst of showing up, at least that is it. When I see the number, I know that okay, because I know how many people that come to my DM. I know people that are currently on TikTok asking, I want to. And at the end of the day, when we set up classes like this so that you bring your issues, you don't find anybody. And tomorrow you still come again and you ask me, I want to. How best? Please, people on TikTok, I don't know why I'm not seeing your comments. Okay. Is there any more question? Yeah, thank you for the like. Thank you for the likes. Any more question, or do we call it a day? All right. If that is all for today, then I think we are going to meet. Please, let me still say it again. If you know that you are not part of our community, please use this number. Send me a message. This is a Nigerian number actually. So send me a message. Let me pin it here on the chat so that you can send me a message. Philip, what laptop do you use as in specifications? Now, this is my own personal specification, right? That is what I can afford as of now. My system is 16 gig RAM, 4 gigabyte dedicated, then 4 gigabytes dedicated video graphics, then it's 512 SSD storage, then it's Core i7 8th gen, okay, Core i7 8th gen, and 2.8 gigahertz of processor. That is it, and which is optimal. The reason is because this system alone is running some, like everything I'm doing is just one system on its own. So with this now, if I had closed so many other things, as we are talking now, I am on my backup. And please guys, you can also do well to help follow me on my backup TikTok. I'm trying to build it up. My TikTok backup page is Pentouch Galleria Backup. Please do help me. Pentouch Galleria Backup. Then Ademola is asking, what time do you start? I mean in Nigerian time, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Our classes are 9 p.m. Nigerian time. 9 p.m. But still, nothing spoiled now. The video is here. So even if I stop now, if you go back now, just the way you see me talking, right? It feels more interactive. You understand? So the reason why I'm not using places like Zoom, like Google Meet or what is it called, is because all those Google Meets them is because 40 minutes they take you out, but on YouTube my content is there. So once I finish, it's there, so you can watch it. Like you can even take it back now and say I want to start watching. Just go through it and you're going to find any session that you want. So with this is, if I want to mix this, I'll just click. You understand? So for some of you that don't know how to, this is actually how you can make your So this time around, it's no longer that time that you come here. Let me show you. It's no longer that part where you start coming here. All you just need to do is just double click. If I double click this one, if I double click, it goes here. I don't need any this thing moving from here to here. And I'm also going to show you people how to do this, and by tomorrow I should make a video on that. Yeah, I'll make a video on that. So just try and come earlier. So someone is asking, thank you, which one do you recommend, a Windows laptop or a MacBook? Brotherly Philip, I will recommend a Windows laptop for you for streaming. Windows. Number one reason is because all your streaming applications work 100% with Windows. But you see, your vMix doesn't work with Windows. Your Easy Worship doesn't work with Windows, and you don't want anything that will limit you from using some of those applications, right? So just stick to Windows. No more, no less. This is just my personal advice, because if you go and buy MacBook, you can't run Easy Worship, and for you to be able to do that, some people will tell you that you should go and partition your this thing. You know, where they will go and put all those this thing that a part will be running, and once you start doing that, that means you are already distorting how the MacBook works, because in most cases you're already exposing it to some lot of things. I can't really say, but it's better if you want to, you know, take your live streaming serious, or you are kind of trying to recommend for your church, just tell them to get a Windows and save the stress. Okay, so that being said, I guess that will be all the questions for tonight. I hope we all had a great time. I really appreciate each and every one of you for making out time to be here. I guess there's no more questions. Okay, no more questions, no more questions, no more questions. Please follow me at Pentouch Galleria Backup. Okay, let me put it. So at Pentouch Galleria Backup, you'll be able to, you'll be able to join, watch me live work. So with that being said, I want to wish you guys, thank you Philip. I want to wish you guys a wonderful night rest. Just take this opportunity to, go back, watch, whatsoever be the issues. My number is already here. You can use that opportunity to, get in contact with me. Send me a DM. I will always be there to help you, okay? All I'm after is just to make sure that each and every one of us are able to find our foothold in the ministry of media, and being able to, propagate the gospel across the world for the glory of God, okay? So, please remember to help me subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and if you have any tutorial that you want us to make, you understand, please don't hesitate to let us know, and we'll do that right here. Please, till I see you again, do have a pleasant night, okay? Bye, and have a wonderful night's rest. Catch you all.